So for a fight that's been building for over a year, Zerafa, who is now 29 years old, is going to be taking on Anthony the Man Mundine, who is, excuse me, Zerafa is 28 years old. Anthony the Man, or Chalk Mundine, is now 45 years old. This Saturday, as you can see right now, it's Wednesday, March the 10th, 2021, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. About an hour, give or take or so, a press conference. Over an hour ago, actually, a press conference right here, the face-off you see between Anthony Mundine and Zerafa just ended. Now, there's a lot of questions. Now, for the American fans, it's not televised here in the States, but I'm going to find a way to watch it. And you can follow me on Twitter at TstreeT4Life to get my thoughts on the fight. And we're going to be here for a post-fight video. Now, let's not kid ourselves. Many feel that Anthony Mundine is going to get his ass knocked out. So here we are right now, our final predictions before they fight on Saturday. Now, for American fans, this event will be over at about 7:30, 8 a.m. the latest Eastern Standard Time Saturday morning. So listen, Big J, real quick. I mean, you know, I'm now more concerned than ever now that it's here and it's actually going through. What are your thoughts on the press conference? And let's not forget to bring up how they actually did a weigh-in at the press conference.
Yeah, well, that's something I've never seen before. So, yeah, that's a bit unusual. But my thoughts on the press conference. Seldom, nothing special. I think they just got through the motions, did what they needed to do. I mean, it was a pretty positive outcome. You know, Anthony's saying that even if he wins, hopefully he'll retire, and let's all hope that he does. He says he wants to go out a winner, but that's extremely unlikely. I think everyone's just looking forward to getting past this. Like I spoke to Mick before Christmas, he just wants to get past this and move on to the next thing. So he said in the press conference that he wants Tim Tszyu, or the winner of Hogan Tszyu. So that's what he wants next. It's the only two guys in Australia that he hasn't fought at that level. And that's basically about it. So basically it's going to be, get past this fight and move on to the next thing, which, needs to happen and quick. So the sooner Chalk finally retires and the sooner Zerafa moves on from this, the better off Australian boxing pretty much everyone's going to be. So
now, for example, I'm watching as Mundine is sitting here about to step on the scale. And at one point in time, he seems to almost like fall over.
I saw him stumble there because I was only half watching it.
This is
the thing I find interesting is that he weighed in on weight with pants and belt and socks on. So how skinny is he?
Yeah, actually, he looks in great shape. I mean, I was looking for his age.
He does look in good shape. He looks in good shape, and so does Mick, but both of them weighed in with a lot of clothing on for weighing.
Yeah.
You think that they'd.
Here's the thing. You think this could possibly be like a photo op, and they'll have the weigh-in behind the scenes?
I don't know. I think that what they did on the press conference was the actual full-on weigh, or maybe they already did it before the press conference. I'm thinking, why would they do a weigh-in straight after a press conference?
For the photo op for the fans, because they may not do one tomorrow.
Possibly. Yeah, I don't think they'll do one tomorrow. But they both weighed in at 72.5, which is the 160-pound limit. So
so they're on weight with the clothes on.
They were on weight. Both of them were 72. That's why I'm thinking, well, hang on a second, 72.5, both of them. So
it's more.
Watch the tape. Both of them weighed in 72.
It's more impressive for Mundine. Also, what's going on with the undercard? Why are the undercard fighters not there?
Don't know, but I was watching a video the other day, and Shannon O'Connell, who lives up in Brisbane and Queensland, said she wasn't going down there until 2 days before the fight, which is today. So she's probably heading down there.
Mm-hmm.
I dare say they'll do all the undercard and all that tomorrow. They'll weigh them all in and get them all good to go tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But I find it very, very unusual that they did the weigh-in straight after the press conference.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and the fact that both fighters were on weight. Well, I already know, who you have winning, and before we get into that real quick, just break down the card real quick and who you're interested in watching the most and who fans should be paying attention to. So here, let me run down the card really quickly, because there's a lot on here. So, of course, the main event is Michael Zerafa versus Anthony Mundine, Blake Caparello versus Farish Chevalier, Shanika Johnson versus Shannon O'Connell. LaShawn Higgins versus Ryan Mitchum. Mason Smith versus Ray Ingram. Josh Gottschalk versus John Min. Benjamin Bomber versus Scott Kelly. Sam Abdul Rahim versus Stuart Stokes. And Waleed Hadera versus War Pa. Now, who are we supposed to be looking out for?
Definitely the Shanika versus Shannon fight. As I said, that is actually, I watched the press conference, that actually is for the for a world title, so I think it's a WBA gold bantamweight title, even though they didn't actually say it at the press conference, but they did say it's for a world title, so I believe that's the one that's on thing. And the debut of Benjamin Bomber. There's been a bit of buzzer about him at light heavyweight, so and of course Blake Capolero, but it's just to get back into a tune-up fight, so those are the 4 ones that will really, I think, the ones that Australian public need to pay attention to. So, but definitely, without a doubt, the fight that everyone's probably looking forward to is the Shannon versus Shanika fight, without a doubt. That's the one I'm certainly looking forward to.
Okay, so where's the fight going to be taking place, and who's going to be broadcasting the fight?
Okay, so it'll be at the Bendigo Stadium in Bendigo, same facility that they use for Zerafa 1.
So far,
It'll
all
be on Epicenter TV.
And so far, 2,000 tickets have been sold. I believe that's the max. Regarding to,
I believe it's a sellout. Yeah, they said at the press conference that it sold out very, very quickly. So,
yeah. With
which I'm not
COVID,
surprised by.
with COVID restrictions. What else? Finally, your prediction?
I think Zerafa will probably take it easy, but put him away inside of 4. I don't think he's going to be there all night, because that's just going to look bad for him.
Yeah.
So he's going to need to have a stoppage win.
But not
even if it's a TKO victory. So.
But not go out there like Jeff Horn did and just get him out of there in 1, just dispatch him.
Don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, Mick could give him a half a nudge and could knock him over. I mean, yeah. I mean, when you look at that Jeff fight, he clipped him, but he didn't get the full brunt of the punch behind it. So,
well,
I mean, we'll find out. But I don't see it going past. I don't see it getting into round 5.
Well, let's hope that nobody gets hurt, and that this will indeed be Anthony Mundine's last fight. I'm not saying, especially in his day of exhibitions, maybe he may do something with some headgear, or something, to make some little money or whatever, and head off into what is, the next phase of a boxer in regards to retirement, help some younger fighters, especially in regards to learning how to sell themselves, and even if they have to be the villain. Because he was a great showman, in regards to building up fights and becoming the villain. And isn't it correct that all of his fights have been on pay-per-view in some extent? All of them are pay-per-view, right?
With the exception of this one, the Tommy Brown fight, and the John Wayne Parr fight. So all bar 3.
But this would be considered, but this, especially in the States, would be considered a pay-per-view because it's $30 on a streaming service.
No, okay. Well, then all bar the Tommy Brown fight, because the Tommy Brown was free to air, Fox Sports.
Okay.
All the others were on either this or Main Event TV. So that's like 50-something fights, all headlined pay-per-view events. So that's never going to be beaten ever again.
Yeah. So, by the way, take your time out to follow Big J on Twitter at OldMateB, and also it's his birthday. So please give him a shout out in the comments as we are really working hard doing these Australian boxing videos. Also, take time to like the video. What are you doing tonight, Jay?
I'm going to the Storm Rabbitohs game. I put a Facebook post there yesterday saying which gear should I wear, but I'm a hardcore Storm supporter, so hopefully it's the NRL opener, season opener, so hopefully the Storm will come up, big winners tonight. So, yeah, I'm really hoping that the Storm get up tonight, so up the Storm.
All right, and we will be seeing you after the fight on Saturday, my time. It'll actually be at about, 8 a.m. or so. We'll be doing, maybe a little bit earlier, doing a post-fight video. And hopefully, us and the send-off to Anthony Mundine, into his retirement. TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. Big J, please take your time out and like and subscribe.